Welcome to another lesson in math. And we're looking at a question on indices, that is, equations on indices, as well as on subsets, finding the number of subsets. Okay, and this is a paper that was written on 7th July 2016. And if you need more lessons like this one, feel free to contact us on the numbers highlighted in green. Okay, let us get on to the question. Okay, so here is the question. This is question number 3 in that paper. And the first part, which is part A, says it is given that 10 to the power x is equal to 3 and 10 to the power y is equal to 9. What is the value of 10 to the power y minus x? That's the question. So firstly, we have to understand what does this mean? 10 to the power y minus x. What does that mean? What does it mean? You have to understand the laws of indices. So the laws of indices say that when you're dividing, okay, when you are dividing indices, okay, an index, by the way, that is one, plural is indices. An index is a number expressed with a base and a power. So 10 to the power y is an index, okay? Then 10 to the power x and 10 to the power y together, we call them indices. That is plural. Okay. So for indices, the law is that when you're dividing indices with the same base, you just subtract their powers. Okay, the numerator's power minus the denominator's power. Okay, and you maintain the common base. That's how we do. That's the rule. If you're multiplying, you're going to add the powers. If you're dividing, you subtract the powers. So in this case, 10 to the power y minus x means that you're actually dividing 10 to the power y by 10 to the power x. Okay, so this is what it means. 10 to the power y divided by 10 to the power x. This is what it means. And you can express this in this format, okay, dividing 10 to the power y over 10 to the power x. I think this format is easier for us to understand in terms of division, okay? And then you replace this by the values. Remember that 10 to the power x was 3 and 10 to the power y was 9. So the y is the one on top, which is the 9. 10 to the power y is equivalent to 9. Then 10 to the power x is equivalent to 3. When you divide 9 by 3, it gives you 3. Okay? And so this question was just testing you. We're just testing the student on the laws of indices, okay, in terms of division, okay, or multiplication. You need to know those laws, okay. I remember there was a question that said 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 0, the same as 1. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So that's something to remember. One other law that you may need to remember on indices. Any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, let's get on to the next question. This part B, it says a set has 3 elements. How many subsets does it have? So a set has 3 elements. How many subsets does it have? So for you to answer this one, you need to know the law for finding the number of subsets. And the law simply is that the number of subsets is equal to 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements. So this one we've been given, it has 3 elements. That's what the question says. There's 3 elements, so you say 2 to the power 3. Okay, we've done there, and it's giving us 8. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 3 simply means 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, which means 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, and this gives you 8. Okay, it's not 2 times 3. It's different from that. 2 times 3 is 6. It's not the same thing as 2 to the power 3, because this 3 is a power, the 2 is a base. So 2 to the power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, which gives you 8. And by the way, you can even work out this for small numbers. We can try and check or test if this is correct. So if it has 3 elements, for example, if the elements were 1, 2, and 3, okay, the numbers 1, 2, and 3 are the elements. Let's check how many subsets, meaning how many sets are within this set. The empty set is always one of them. So the empty set and the set of all of them is also the other set. So that's the second set. Then you have the set of 1 alone, the set of 2 alone, the set of 3 alone. Those are 3 sets already. So we have total of 5 sets. Then combinations of 1 and 2 another set, which gives you set number 6. And then 1 and 3, set number 7. And then 2 and 3, set number 8. So you can test that just to check if you're correct. That's how you do the subset. Just mean how many can you isolate within this set? How many subsets, meaning set within a set, can you come up with? Okay. And that is how we do this. So just know this formula, a subset, number of subsets is equal to 2 to the power n. Remember this formula where n is the number of elements. All right, we come to the end of the question and you present your answers in the spaces provided. Do your working in the spaces provided as well. Okay, so you get 1 mark for each of these questions. We've come to the end of this question. All the best in your studies. If you would like more lessons like this one, contact us on the numbers highlighted in green.